Lights, camera, action.
UPS, you piece of
I was like, you know what I want to do one day? I want to join a gang.
We're in 2022. Upgrade the cameras.
Yeah.
We can see Saturn and shit, but like I can't get a clear picture of someone robbing the gas station.
That was the greatest night in the history of television.
Are you still recovering from Santa Jaws, the viewing? You still coming down off that high?
Yes. Yeah. I hope that you watched our review and then watched it with your entire family. Mm-hmm. I hope you taped your grandmother's eyes open. Screw the tape. I hope you got some hooks and hooked her eyes open like Clockwork Orange.
Oh, yeah.
And forced her to watch Santa Jaws.
Because it breathed a new life into her, I would imagine.
That was the last stage of her ascension. She is now enlightened.
Yeah. So that definitely happened. And what great timing, because I have a new thing to deliver to you.
So you're going to give me my gift now?
Yes. Yeah.
I love it.
I'm going to give you the gift, and it's going to be the great thing we go into the new year with. I have a feeling this movie that I'm going to tell you about will sprout so much debate and backlash and Twitter threads and things for us to go over in the coming months.
Yes.
So legally, I don't even think I can say the name of the movie.
Wow.
And legally, I don't even know if I can type it into the YouTube search bar.
I think Estevan may have had to sign a couple of NDAs.
I think so.
No,
I think.
I'm just kidding.
So you'll have to be the one.
I'm going to do it and I'm ready.
Okay.
So wait, how am I going to know what to type?
So I'll type in, I'll tell you the first like 4 words.
Okay.
And it should come up.
Okay.
And I'm hoping you haven't seen this yet because I really want to see your raw reaction.
Okay.
All right. Type in the American Society trailer.
Okay.
Let's see if it comes up.
I don't know this.
You don't know
I don't
this?
know
Okay,
what this is.
I'm so glad.
I don't know what this is. Now,
Did you just see the full the title?
so there's a full title.
Yeah. I think you're the only one on this podcast who can say it legally.
And that's true. And you know what? This one isn't even that bad. Now, imagine if this was called the other thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Imagine if it just said the full. Wait. Oh.
What?
I thought it. My brain is like really. My brain didn't take the entire thing in. I saw what you told me to put in, and then and then a word that started with an M that I thought was something else.
Yeah.
Now the word is magical, so I'm gonna keep bringing this up. So this is the American Society, is what Estevan told me to type in.
Yeah.
Then the next word is of. So this is a society of something. Now the next word is magical. Mm-hmm. And the last word is Negroes.
Yeah.
Now, and honestly, very respectful of you to not just, just go, hey, I have a black friend. I can say it on my podcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even as your black friend sits right next to you.
Yes.
And would probably force you at gunpoint to say the full word hard R.
Dropping the hard R only.
Just for fun.
Yeah.
Now, I'm wondering, is this like, well, is there more to be unfolded here? Like, do I need to watch the trailer real quick?
You should watch. Absolutely.
Okay.
I think we should live watch it. I've seen it, but I want your input because, I saw the title. I was told about this movie, actually.
Okay.
And I was like, that can't be a real movie. And it's real. And not just like some off-brand, like indie production company. Universal Studios.
Okay.
This is a Universal Studios movie with like pretty well-known, I would say, actors.
Yeah.
And I'm just going, wow. So I got to get your reaction.
Let's have a good look at this here.
Yeah, give it a watch.
Now, this is great for me as I'm getting into my magical journey, my spiritual journey. I feel like this movie was made for me.
I know
Let's
you can
see.
feel their discomfort, Aaron. Watching you walk through a room full of white people was the most painful thing I've ever seen.
Excuse me. Sorry.
I don't want to take you to a job interview. There's a recruiting
Now, I do want to say that's not me. Now, I frolic through a room full of white people.
Okay.
They worship me.
Yeah.
They love me. Since the beginning, I have captivated the white audience.
Yeah.
They look to me. So
you don't really relate with this.
I don't identify with the first part where it says it was cringy to watch him. See, that's the point of me being a magical Negro.
Yeah.
Is I got the whites in the palm of my hand.
Yeah.
But maybe that's where he'll get to. Maybe that will be his evolution.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to continue watching.
Go ahead.
Class starting right now, and we got to get you in it.
Welcome to the American
This is like Kingsman. I like it. This is like Black Witch Kingsman.
Yeah.
I don't really understand.
It's easier to say. What's the most dangerous animal on the planet?
Shark.
White people, when they feel uncomfortable. White people feeling uncomfortable precedes a lot of bad stuff for us.
The guy from
That's why
The
we
Righteous
fight white
Gemstones. I love that.
discomfort every
So what, like, this is the most obscure name, but the people in this movie is indicating to me, like you said, it seems odd, but this is, the script must have been fire.
Yeah.
Cause like, there are some folk up in here.
There's some people.
So
some names.
The script must have been fire. Let me see.
Because the happier they are, the safer we are.
The name needs a little updating, maybe like magical black people, or I guess that doesn't have the same ring.
You ready?
Oh, wow.
Your first client is a Jason Munn. His morale is far too low.
Hey.
Hey.
Darn it. I was hoping there was a station right next to him.
Oh, is this one spoken for?
No?
Yeah, it's actually fun and weirdly relaxing. It's like being a secret agent.
The longer
without
this
the
is
danger.
going on, the more I'm losing
Nice
interest.
to meet you.
There's going to be a point in the trailer where it switches.
Yeah.
It's coming up,
Come
and
on,
it's going to feel like a
she's
different
smart,
movie.
Okay.
funny, and-
I know what you were doing.
I hope it feels like a better movie.
No, that's not what I was doing.
You cannot have a relationship with Lizzie now. Because if you don't put Jason first, everyone's magic will fail.
I've always felt like it's my job to make white people feel comfortable, and here it literally is. But maybe it shouldn't be.
I got a great plan to ask her out, but I'm gonna need your help. Do you think you could work your magic?
Hey, are you talking about me?
Hey.
Oh my
So now, the longer this goes on, the more bones. At first, I felt seen. Now I feel insulted.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, this will be good. This will be good to.
At first, I felt seen. Now I feel a little insulted.
Interfere with her or your client, you could have your memory erased. You won't even remember she existed.
So
Even though
now
you
we're
might
in
never
this
teach her
like
again, I need you to
romantic
know what we
comedy
have.
feel. whereas
Sweet
before
Life
it
of
was-
Walter Mitty, maybe?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, but like before it was like mystical,
Yeah.
magical, right? Supernatural even.
Yeah.
And now it's like, what's that movie with Anne Hathaway and Robert De Niro? It's like Internship or something. Or I don't know. It just feels like one of those movies, a little more lighthearted. Somebody works at a startup company with open floor plan and big little windows and they fall in love with someone and they walk around in New York City.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like now. All of a sudden, it's like, what happened to the magical?
Absolutely. And maybe that's the insult like route. Maybe like as this tone shifted, I just really was feeling the energy that you're talking about, which is this energy of like, this went from like one of the dopest movies ever to like one of the cringiest movies ever.
And maybe that's part of like the magic. Maybe that's the trick. It's the switch. It's the prestige.
Yeah, like usually alchemy is when you turn lead into gold, but it looks like they turned gold into lead. Mm-hmm. So it's like a reverse alchemy.
Okay.
What is lead? I mean, you know what? 20 seconds left. I don't even need to know what happens.
No? All right.
I don't even need to know what happens. So, I mean, I don't speak for the African American community.
Yeah.
I do speak for half of it. I'm just kidding. I am half African American. I do live in New Mexico, a place with a low African American population. So I am not necessarily tapped in to the African American zeitgeist at all times.
Yes.
Through the internet. I am.
Okay.
I think other African American magic practitioners like myself, though, would agree that to reduce the idea of a black person being magical to their relationship with the white race.
Yeah.
Now, I understand it to the point where, I mean, as African Americans, our magic was beaten out of us in slavery. Cool. For sure. But if we're gonna be like, if we're actually gonna be as powerful as we want to be, as Black folks, as a community, like we need to ascend above white people, not keep fighting with them.
Yeah.
Why are we? I mean, I know we were trying to get our point across, but like, I think we're at the point now where we're going to be able to not move past this in a way that means like we need to forget about it, or we need to like not acknowledge it, or we need to like pretend it doesn't exist. I think we're going to get over it because like we have worked our ass off as a people to be incredibly strong, and we don't even need to worry about that shit no more.
Preach.
So, you know, as a Black person who believes in magic, who believes he's capable of utilizing magic, and who believes that every single human being on this planet with a fucking asshole has magical abilities.
Yeah.
You know, it's just kind of like, hey, you almost gave me like Black Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Yeah.
And then you gave me Save the Last Dance.
Yeah.
Save the Last Dance. Do you remember this film?
I never saw it, but I know which one. I know what you're talking about.
You know what I mean. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like, you know, it's like a Black dude and a white girl.
Isn't it
and
like an early 2000s dance?
It's this
movie?
dance movie.
Yeah.
You know, it's like in the whole movie, whether it's that, whether it's Honey. There was a movie called Honey.
I remember that.
Jessica Alba, whether it's You Got Served, Stomp the Yard, it's always this.
Yeah.
It's just this the whole time.
It's true.
That's
And it's always in a circle.
Yes.
Right? There's always a crowd of people just
Yeah. And what we didn't know is that was like that was the rise before the fall. That was the peak of humanity. And that was like the pinnacle of what we would become as a human species.
early 2000s dance movies.
And early 2000s like gothic rave club scenes in movies.
Yeah.
That is the only thing that matters since the Big Bang happened.
Yeah. It's the biggest cultural shift since the tectonic plates separated one giant continent into many.
Yeah, and I mean, even
7?
what wiped out the dinosaurs doesn't compare. You know, Pangea doesn't compare.
Pangea.
To in early 2000s goth rave scene in a movie. And that's all I have to say about this trailer. No, I'm just kidding.
Now from a creative standpoint, from a filmmaker perspective.
I like this.
What do you think?
So like from a fucking filmmaking perspective, okay, like from a filmmaking perspective, like, I mean, it's a good plot, but well, okay. The dichotomy is good. You know, the polarity is good. Like the parallel, the mirror, you know, between these two races, and, you know, there's a cultural commentary that's always going to be good for a script. I mean, no one hates a cultural. I mean, a lot of people hate a cultural commentary, but like everyone likes a cultural commentary that agrees with what they agree with. So it's just about finding what you like. Like, you know, watching Candace Owens documentaries, you know, some people do that.
Yeah.
Some people do. It rots their brains, but some people do that. Okay. So everything in the beginning was so sick. Like it was giving like, I don't want to say Harry Potter because it's not Harry Potter. I don't know what it's giving. Like it's
kind of
giving,
like
please.
Sorcerer's Stone or something, where it's like you have the power within you.
Yeah.
You're at a point in your life where it's starting to come out. We've been watching you.
Yeah.
We're here to help you. I don't know if actually that's like this. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say Sorcerer's Stone?
You did.
That's not what I meant. I meant Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Ah, okay. No. Yes.
Yeah.
That and like Percy Jackson's way more what I'm thinking.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's going to be like Percy Blackson.
Which Only you can make that joke.
Only I can make that joke.
And that's why you're here. So we have that coverage, which I've been watching the Percy Jackson series now. It's out.
I heard it's pretty good. You know what? Fuck. I should actually watch that because I've been really getting into like Greek mythology.
Yeah.
Is it good?
It's good.
Okay. I'm going to start that shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to put it on.
Throw that on.
Put that shit on.
I can't even like imagine though walking into a room and pitching this and then pitching the title.
Right. Well, here you go with the shift though.
Yeah.
Because, you know, now I think here's what I really fucking think happened. I think this movie was probably super fucking dope. And even the title, like this movie was probably going to be like, maybe let's say like Sorry to Bother You. Have you seen that?
I haven't seen
Okay. Sorry to Bother You. And that guy also made I'm a Virgo on Amazon Prime.
I never heard of it.
They're like these super absurdist black comedies. They're like super absurdist. They're so good. They're very abstract. They all are like very dreamlike. You know, it's just like, yeah, they live in the real world, but like there's such abstractions and it almost feels like, you know, like something you've had a dream about, you know? And the movies, they're so good. I guarantee you this was going to be like that. And I guarantee you the name was what hooked them at first. They said, whoa, this is bold.
Yeah.
But do you want to know what probably happened?
What's that?
And this is where I'll stand on it. White people probably actually got involved.
No, yeah.
Honestly,
I'm sure.
White people probably actually got involved and fucked it up.
They're like, you know what we need? We need an Anne Hathaway romantic comedy switch.
Yes.
That's what we need.
Some old white lady who just, you know, ruined people's lives on the way to the top of the Hollywood pyramid. I'm talking about people are institutionalized because of this person. Couple bodies at the bottom of the lake that borders California and Nevada. You know, just conspiracy, fraud, just, you know, wire fraud, just every single thing you could imagine. And this person actually knows nothing about filmmaking. So they enter a room and then they go, oh, how ironic. Like, you know, you put Negro in the title and that shows diversity and like forward thinking. But you know what we need? We need them to work in a contemporary tech company. And we need a love story
where it's very light and bright and they have beanbags for chairs.
We need the lightest.
It's a
and the
fun
brightest
environment.
Exactly.
I wish if I were to ever work at the movie theaters, being a ticket person at the window, it would be only during the month of March when this comes out.
Yeah.
To watch people walk up and they either say the name of the movie.
Right.
Or they don't, or they're awkward. I want that job right now.
Now, there's a second job here, and that's the black person who stands there while each person buys a ticket.
Yeah.
Just to wait and see.
Yes.
You know.
And what I was going to say is I almost wanted to make like a TikTok or like a Instagram reel.
Yeah.
Where it's like everyone has to like have that black friend just to go with them to get the tickets. Black friend doesn't even have to see the movie.
Yeah.
They're just there to say the name of the movie to get the tickets and then, all right, have fun.
I like that. Like I walk up with you and I go, okay, honestly, I keep forgetting what it's called.
It's a long, it's a mouthful of a title.
I keep forgetting what it's called. Okay, hold on.
It's like,
so I walk up with you and then I'm like, yeah, one for the American Society of Magical Negroes, please. And then they go, aren't there two of you? And I go, no, it's just for him.
Yeah.
I said, no, I'm actually, I'm going to see Priscilla.
Yeah. You could charge. You could make money.
Right.
You could put out a service and be like, I will go order your ticket for you at the window for, you know,
a blowjob.
Yeah. Or, yeah. I was thinking money, but, you know.
Currency comes in many forms.
Yeah. For sure does.
That's the original currency, actually.
That
the
is.
First currency.
The first one. The first
exchange.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to my dad real quick because there was a time in my life where I thought, you know, and it was wild, the kind of stuff my dad used to tell us growing up, but I'm eternally grateful for it. Because that's the kind of shit my dad would tell us. My dad would be like, did you know prostitution was the first job? And I'd be having my Happy Meal and I'd be like, that's very interesting, Dad.
You're like, wow.
That's very interesting. And then he'd be like, Jesus and Mary Magdalene definitely fucked. And I'd be like, honestly, yeah.
Another Happy Meal.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
With a toy, with an Osmosis Jones toy.
Yeah. Each time you got a Happy Meal, it was like Pavlov's dog test. Every time you got a Happy Meal, he would drop some prehistoric knowledge on you.
It was prehistoric knowledge. And that's what's crazy. I realize now, like, my dad, this is stuff I should probably tell him myself.
Yeah.
My dad is a water sign. And like, that means he is an incredibly spiritual person. And that makes sense. Like he just like the only people he had to tell his dope ass spiritual ideas were his kids.
Yeah.
Which is pretty sick.
Can you imagine if we gave him a podcast?
Oh my, I honestly, one time I thought about it.
Yeah.
And honestly, it was going to be like, hey, like all the stuff you're saying to me, let me just get you a camera.
Yeah.
Just get you a mic. I'm going to go play some games.
Yeah.
And you just do you.
Whatever's on your mind.
I think he would laugh at that even. No, actually, I want a podcast with my dad one day. I think
That'd
that's
be
the
cool.
goal.
Yeah. What would you call it?
I would call it Robin Big. No, I'm just
Robin
actually,
Biggs.
yeah. I would call it. I would do something that's like that like represents us, because like my dad always talks about like he references like the Zulu tribe, like the ancient African tribe. So it'd probably be like Zulu family tree.
Ooh,
some shit like that. Like
okay.
It would probably be like Zulu family tree. Magical Society of Black Negroes.
There you go. Just rolls off the tongue.
It does. It rolls smoothly off the tongue.
Yeah. What I can't wait to see is like when these actors go on talk shows and, and a host like Jimmy Fallon has to say, oh, here's so-and-so from the film, The American Society of, you know the movie. Everyone knows the movie.
Right. Well, Jimmy Fallon's going to be the one. Okay, so Jimmy Fallon. Okay, let's do some talk show hosts.
Yeah.
Jimmy Fallon is going to say it in front of his cast and crew before the filming.
Yeah.
He's going to say the full hard R. But then when he goes on stage, he's going to not say it. And then in 6 months, his like interns are going to rat him out.
So yeah, I can't wait. I bet if anything, they'll just have like the actors themselves say, oh yeah, go see our movie.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to say, but they're just going to say, go see our movie.
Yeah, go see our movie.
I would like that too.
Go see the movie National Society of Magic. They're going to abbreviate it or something.
I like how, okay, so like every time a movie like this comes out, like, I feel like white people are always like, well, what if we made a movie like that?
Yeah.
And like my answer to that is like, honestly, that would be fucking hilarious. And I think you guys should. You should get Timothée Chalamet.
Oh God, yeah.
And you should have him be like, the White Wizard Society. Whoa,
yeah.
The White Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan Society. And just make it that like, actually that's a really funny concept where like a white person literally that's actually literally what it is. A white person has like a superstitious fear of a person who has any color on their skin.
Yeah.
Like they have this thing like embedded in them where like they see it like it would kind of work like a perfect analogy for the movie, because they would be trying to fight these things that look like Dementors.
Yeah.
And then you would just realize like it's just some guy named Gerald who's like, really into anime.
Yeah.
He just has black skin.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think at the end of the movie, like the message will be something like not judging a book by its cover? That they'll be like, oh, well, of course, the message of the magic was within you all the time.
Of course.
Kind of a thing.
Of course.
But also like, oh, what? They're not so bad. Which then would probably have the reverse effect, don't you think?
Yeah.
The reverse effect of like, wait a minute, this is a message about how white people aren't so bad. And then people, like, I think no matter what you do with this movie, it's going to have some kind of outrage.
It is.
That's exactly what it's, I think that's why they're putting it out. Just
Probably.
to fucking upset some people and do some, raise a riot about it. Because that's 100%, I think, what it's going to be. No matter the outcome of the movie.
Yes.
People are going to be upset.
Well, I wonder what the point of the movie is then.
Right.
Like, what kind of message? I mean, if it's about like, well, but then in the movie, he's like dating some white chick and it seems like they're basically telling. So is it going to be about interracial relationships? I hate when stuff's about interracial relationships.
The thing is, I don't know what that movie's about.
Yeah.
After seeing the trailer, I don't really. What is it about?
I guess as a person who's half black, half Mexican, I like when it's I love Miles Morales' story.
Yeah.
I don't like Drake's story. I'm just joking. Doesn't matter. But yeah, no, I mean, what is going to be the point of this fucking film?
I don't know. Are they going to have sequels?
Well,
They just like go after every other race. After?
Yeah. Yeah. They could do like a Buddhist one.
Yeah. I really hope SNL is bold enough to do something on this. Some kind of skit, some kind of take, some kind of play.
Right.
That would be cool.
I think they're going to try and but they might fumble the ball a little bit.
Might, yeah.
And then they're going to be issuing an apology themselves.
Oh,
No, I'm just
yeah. Can you imagine an SNL apology episode? The whole thing is just one apology skit after the next.
No one's dug into the SNL archives. There's plenty of cancelable shit in there, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure.
Nah, I don't know. Honestly, yeah, no, there is. There definitely is. What am I saying?
I'm sure there is.
No, this is good. Well, this makes me want to I think this makes me feel like we need to find all the other weird movies coming out. Like we need to start. Well, okay. We seem to be falling into a tier system here where we love to look at like the dog shit films.
Yeah.
But we also love these films where we're like, what are you?
Yeah. Like, I don't know another example off the top of my head, but I know for sure, we're kind of like, oh, that seems so out there that.
There was another one that actually involved Idris Elba being like a black, genie.
Oh, genie.
Yeah. You remember that?
Yeah.
That's another one where I'm kind of like, what are you?
And it looked so odd.
Yeah.
You know, the style and everything of it looked very out there.
Now, we're not saying it's because of the black and the magic and the.
Not at all.
You know.
That was the big surprise. I really needed your input on that because that was wild to me.
Well, you know what we got to do?
Watch it.
Yeah.
Do you think I could even go to the theater and watch that movie?
You're going to have to ask a full black person.
Do you know
I don't want to misspeak. I don't want to step out of line here. You got to remember they only let me in because, of I have to be on certain wavelengths.
Yeah.
Or else they'll go, hey, don't forget.
Yeah.
We can put you over the border if you know what we mean. Orale boy, what I mean?
You're a half-blood.
Yeah, they call me a half.
You're
they
a
call me a
half-blood king.
A half breed. I got Muggle blood. No, I'm just. That's kind of perfect for the.
Yeah,
I got Muggle blood.
You're a half-blood king.
Yeah.
I ask because I remember when Black Panther 2 was coming out. There was an African-American woman on TikTok.
Yes.
Who was saying that if you were white, or basically, I think if you were anything but black, you were supposed to buy a ticket to that movie and give it to someone who was black, who couldn't otherwise see that movie. And that there were going to be people waiting outside the theater, like standing there almost like only black people can get in to see this movie. And I remember she talked about it on TikTok. And so because of that, my mind is like, well, a movie like this,
you want to make sure.
I can't imagine that not being a thing somewhere. Maybe not here, but like somewhere I could totally see that happening where someone just is like, hey, what do you think you're doing going to see this movie?
Because not only is there someone guarding the tickets, but just in case you manage to slip past, there's going to be someone at the actual
waiting
door.
At the door. Yeah. Not an employee.
No.
But just a citizen's arrest type citizen.
Yes.
Taking it upon themselves, a vigilante.
And everyone will turn a blind eye to it.
Yeah.
They will turn a blind eye to it. So, the problem with that is like the thing that's kind of funny about that is, and this isn't just about these two movies, this is about any movies. First of all, people have to give enough of a fuck to go watch the movies anyways.
Yeah.
Which like even Black Panther 2, I'm like, I don't think that many people went to see Black Panther where that was an issue at all.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Disney's ticket sales have been on the decline.
Yeah.
And this movie is definitely going to flop.
You think so?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You
No,
don't think
this
it'll
looks
be
like
like-
mid-March kind of release.
How did you know? It is.
Dude,
It's it is March 2022.
come on, dude.
Or 2024. Wow.
That's
what
a
the fuck?
mid-Marcher right there. And you know
No,
what?
it is.
Because I know a mid-March when I see it.
Yeah.
I know a mid-March when I see it.
It's spring. We're on the cusp of spring.
Yeah. That's the one on Easter Sunday. You know, is that even in March? Is Easter in March?
I feel like Easter's in April.
Let's
I don't
say
know.
it's still in the theater on Easter Sunday going
Yeah.
into April, and you and your grandma and your auntie and your cousin, you know, you go to the theater in an afternoon and you go, what do we want to watch?
Yeah.
And you see the options, and, you know, that's one of the options.
Yeah.
But you actually just turn around and don't watch a movie. You just don't go. Oh yeah, we didn't really. Maybe real quick, is there anything off the top of your head you remember from the Wrapped? We didn't really talk about that.
Man, no, I don't.
I mean, I know we
All our
made
numbers
some
are up.
jumps.
Yeah, we're talking about Spotify Wrapped. by the
Spotify
way.
Wrapped.
Yeah, we get, as podcasters and other music creators, get insights on streams and all
Yeah.
that. Like, our followers are up, our streams are up. We put out like an insane amount of hours worth of content.
Yeah,
We're worldwide, baby.
we are to the moon.
We're in Spain. We're in France. We're in the UK, Germany, Australia.
The
I mean,
Bermuda Triangle.
Bermuda Triangle. There's someone who's lost. The lost people of Bermuda Triangle are listening to us.
The Inner Earth.
And they're going, no, you guys are getting it wrong every time Tyler comes on for a conspiracy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, they're like this guy. This is who they get.
Yeah. JK, Tyler, we love you.
We love you, Ty.
And we can't wait to have him back on.
Absolutely.
At some point in the new year.
And that motherfucker is going to need to like let us do a taste test on here or some shit.
Something.
Something
Yeah,
like that.
because he's a chef. Hello.
Yeah. What are we doing?
Hello?
Why haven't we done? Fuck the conspiracies. Let's do a taste test.
Yeah. Chef T.
Chef T. Can we do a quick astrology forecast? I actually have information.
Do you?
Yeah.
So why not?
We have a quick astrology forecast.
Yeah, give it
I
to
can
the
do
people.
these now. I think
Okay.
I'm learning enough.
Have you? Okay.
Yeah, I'm staying
this is
tapped
cool.
in.
Go for it.
All right. So this is what people need to know.
All right.
Okay. And happy winter. Well, this is Christmas was great. Happy winter solstice. That's technically what today is.
Yeah.
No, this is, okay. So we're in the middle of a Mercury retrograde.
Yeah.
How's that faring for you?
Which is what? What is a retrograde?
So I think so I don't know enough to tell you exactly what a retrograde is.
Okay.
But I know enough to tell you what I'm pretty sure it is.
Okay.
I think it's when a planet appears to move backwards rather than its typical orbit.
Uh-huh.
It's not that it does move backwards. It's just that from where we are, it appears to move backwards in our sky.
Okay.
And it usually like archetypally represents, obviously like what this one is really seeming to be about is like uncovering things, bringing things up to the surface. And either you get rid of them or you hold on to them. But if you hold on to them, you're going to have a bad 2024, folks. And that's what I came here to tell you. So are you okay? One of the effects of the retrograde, as I told you, is the technological issues. Clearly, we've been having some.
Oh, just trying to get this podcast today.
Yeah.
Going.
Have you had any work related?
No. Luckily.
That's good.
Luckily.
Me neither, actually.
Yeah. This is probably the most technological issues you typically have is here
Yeah.
on doing this podcast.
This is true.
Yeah.
It's a little cursed.
Yeah.
So have you ever heard of the Age of Aquarius?
Yes.
Okay.
They sing about it at the end of 40-Year-Old Virgin.
They do. And I always thought now the Age of Aquarius in its literal sense might happen or I guess what I thought was going to be the Age of Aquarius, I think technically does happen a while.
Yeah.
But what it really alluded to, and a lot of people are talking about this is something I figured out on myself, and I went and checked my peoples on the talk. Okay. Very smart people, very brilliant people who know their shit have also backed this up, including articles. We could talk about it. But I really think the age of Aquarius is going to be the planet Pluto moving into the sign of Aquarius. The last time this happened was the French Revolution, the American Revolution. Society as we know it changed for the better. Even though that change for the better that happened the last time Pluto was in Aquarius is outdated now. As we see, right?
Right.
The institutions, all that shit, it's fucking crumbling every second. I can barely buy the things I need to buy.
You're telling me.
Something's going to need to change, right?
Yeah.
And quick.
Yes.
And it will.
Okay, good.
I'm going to give a legit Redband prediction.
All right.
I don't care if I'm wrong. It's just fun to say this.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'm wrong.
I mean, there's no stakes here if you're wrong. If you're right, you look badass.
Right.
If you're wrong, who's going to remember?
We're definitely getting aliens in 2024.
Ooh, more aliens.
No, I think we're getting like 100% confirmation. Everybody knows 100% without a doubt.
Yeah.
Forever and ever from this point forward, we can never again act like we're alone in the galaxy.
Yeah.
I think we're getting it.
Yeah. I mean, shit's bubbling up last year or this year.
Yes.
Jeez. We had the Mexico one where they unveiled a mummified alien.
Right.
The paper mache looking ass. I feel like there was another crazy alien thing too, right?
There was definitely like all the hearings, like all the Senate hearings.
Well, there was that where they were like, these motherfuckers are real. UFOs are here.
Right.
You guys have been denying it or have been saying it's here. We've been denying it.
But it's like, and then they're giving us the breadcrumbs. It's enough where like the people who are interested, but like that's how our reality is right now. Like our reality has literally been constructed in a way where it's like clearly, and we all know this, that like our attention span is not meant to latch on to things very quickly anymore.
Yeah.
And so like we can get these crumbs, right? But like I'm hoping, cross my fingers, that like those crumbs turn into fucking hard pills to swallow.
Yeah.
For the people of this planet.
Yeah.
But you know what that means, Estevan?
What's that?
That means if that happens, we could be doing Redband in Mars. I mean, we could be
Redband alien guests.
We could have alien guests.
That would be cool.
I mean, come on. So 2024 bingo card, we're talking aliens. I'm not the only person saying this.
Oh yeah.
If anything, I'm pretty much ripping off other predictions.
Yeah.
But it's not even that. It's just that like through my own attempts to figure out what the fuck is coming our way.
Yeah.
I got a hunch, guys. I got a hunch.
I could get on board with that hunch.
Yeah.
For sure.
We're
for
excited.
Sure. The speed of which things are coming out from government people and whatnot, and the world craziest shit all the time. So
yeah,
I could believe that one.
Also, you're going to have a huge upgrade this next year yourself.
Let's go.
Yeah, you're popping up.
I like that.
Yeah, it's going to happen now.
I like
You've
that.
been working for a long time for it. It's finally you're going to get a
blesses.
You're going to get a breakthrough.
I love it.
Yeah.
Positivity only.
Absolutely.
Outputting and receiving.
You heard it here.
That's going to be maybe one of my New Year's resolutions.
Absolutely.
I think I'm going to aim, even on this podcast,
yes,
to be just overall more positive, loving, caring. Like even when we're shitting on a movie,
I like that.
It's got to be in the most like positive, loving way possible. Somehow,
I like that.
I don't know how yet, but we'll do it.
Santa Jaws was, it was an attempt.
Yeah,
something like that.
I think we did okay, actually.
We actually did.
Like, I think we could have been way more brutal.
You only roast the ones you love.
Exactly.
You only roast the ones you love.
Exactly. And believe me, I have seen some movies that actually legitimately frustrated me to the point where I just could shit on it.
Absolutely.
Santa Jaws was not that.
No.
Santa Jaws was roasting with love.
Yeah.
For sure.
And, just to tell the people what I told you last night, I was watching a show called Claws on fucking Hulu. And the fucking best friend kid who I honestly would have told you, nope, this kid has never done anything ever again.
Yeah.
He did Santa Jaws. It was terrible. This motherfucker has some lines.
Damn.
This same motherfucker. And I don't care. Good for him.
Yeah.
But, hey, if I was a betting man, I would have told you that Santa Jaws was going to be the one and only time I'm seeing that kid.
And that's actually inspiring, though.
Yes, it is.
Like, okay.
It is.
The director still got gigs after, and
Right.
some of these actors still got gigs after. You can have a stumble and a fall.
Indeed.
And still work afterwards.
Yeah. Yes.
You can have an absolute flop and still get another chance to go make something great.
You're goddamn right.
Santa Jaws is just, that's why it's the perfect Christmas movie. It's inspiring.
Santa Jaws definitely taught us that, because
Yeah.
if you can make that movie and work on other movies too,
Yeah.
and edit other movies,
Yes.
I mean, now you're seeing why Estevan's going to get everything he deserves, because he actually works for it, people. It's going to be one of those.
It's going to be, do you know what would be really cool is to have the Santa Jaws director on here.
Oh my God.
That'd be incredible.
If we could swing it,
Misty Tally.
shout out.
That'd be so cool.
It would be a great time.
Because I want to hear all the behind the scenes.
Yes. I want to know, like, you know, who was fucking who. Just
right into the into the tea.
I need to hear everything, bitch. No, I'm just kidding.
Everything. You know, I don't know why I just thought of this, but you know who I hadn't heard about in a while, and now they just popped up again?
I'm so excited. Who?
Amanda Bynes.
Yeah.
Have you heard about her recently?
No. Did she do something?
She started a podcast.
What?
And I listened to it.
Is it? Okay, hold on. What?
Yeah.
I got to hear it. What's
okay. So she started a podcast.
Okay.
One episode.
Yeah.
She's already quit doing the podcast.
Stop.
Because she couldn't get big names on her podcast.
Amanda.
And that's what people are saying. I'm a really bad podcast journalist guy because I don't always do my in-depth research.
Me neither.
But I saw a thing that said that she had already quit after one episode because she wasn't able to get big names like Drake and like I don't know who else. But
I can't.
Let me go to her Instagram because she had announced on her Instagram that that's what she was doing.
See, and I'm done with that because like the Ned's Declassified people are over there doing a great podcast right now, better than the Office one, I think. And like, why couldn't Amanda just get the fucking, well, probably because they're all attached to her deepest, darkest trauma. So never mind. That's probably why she didn't want all the Nickelodeon people.
Oh, here we go. Okay. Amanda Bynes launched a podcast. This is from an account called The Talk of Shame.
Okay.
It says Amanda Bynes launched a podcast with her co-host Paul Szymanski.
Okay.
Earlier this month on December 8th, but it appears the inaugural episode may also be its final as Amanda announced she is pausing Amanda Bynes and Paul Simon. God, I'm so sorry. I'm butchering this person's
Change
name.
your name, bud.
It's called The Podcast. Until she can possibly secure better guests. Amanda didn't mention the TikTok controversy that has been swirling around her co-host, Paul. The past week after her former friend of Paul's made some outlandish claims against him, including that he allegedly sacrificed her dog. Oh, that's right. I did watch a video where this lady, she's been talking about Amanda Bynes' co-host on his podcast, and that this person was roommates with him.
Okay.
And that he sacrificed her dog, lied about it. But she has, I guess, like footage from like the security cameras or whatever that confirm it. And then he bought another dog. I think maybe stole her money to buy another dog. I don't remember because I only saw the video once. And she still has that dog to this day. But like he just like bailed too, like after that. Okay, so here's actually Amanda talking about it.
Okay.
So even though the podcast is doing really well and the response has been great, I am going to take a pause on it for now. We are not able to get the type of guests that I'd like on the show, like say Jack Harlow or Drake or Post Malone. So maybe one day if we're able to get those types of guests on the show, we will resume the podcast. But for now, I'm taking a pause on it. Thank you everyone who watched. I really hope you enjoyed it. And that is all for now.
Yeah. So
okay,
she put out one episode. I listened to it. Nothing crazy.
Yeah.
One episode they had a guest on, and they just kind of very like straightforward interview style.
Okay.
She was there for the business.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's putting a pause on it now because she can't get guests that she actually wants.
But like, I just like, she's saying Drake, she's saying Jack Harlow. Like, I'm like, why do you even want them?
Yeah.
Why do you even like that? To me, like, I don't feel what I want to say. If Amanda, if you're listening to this,
she totally is for sure.
That's not you, honey. That's not you. Like, you're strong. You're coming back. You have a story to tell. You've been through struggles. Like, just talk about that. Tell your story. Like, or if you don't want to do that, like, I feel like there's other way doper people. I feel like if I put you next to Drake, I feel like you're cooler than Drake. I don't like Drake the way I think you're cool. Why do I think you're cool, Amanda Bynes? Because you're a real person. Mm-hmm. You've been through struggles.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you were in all that, and then you were like doing those other things that happened, and now you have a podcast.
I would like to see her maybe on John Bernthal's podcast.
Dude, see that that's why this man has an eye. Yeah. And you understood what I was saying, and then you gave me the picture I was looking for. Boom. That's what she needs to be on. Like Shia.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. To where they just talk, because they both had like meltdowns.
Yeah.
I mean, breakdowns, I should say. Like just absolutely been through the shit. Josh Peck has a podcast.
Interesting.
I've listened to it, I think like 1 or 2 episodes back in the day. It was a couple years ago.
Yeah.
But like, maybe get him on the podcast. I mean, they were on the Amanda show together.
And I know he's a good dude.
Yeah.
The other one I know, he's a little tricky.
And when we say Drake, we're talking like musician Drake.
Yes.
Not that.
Yeah, I don't think she wants to talk to that Drake.
Not Drake and Josh Drake.
No.
We're talking Degrassi Drake. All Nickelodeon still.
Yeah.
But or was Degrassi Nickelodeon? I never watched it.
I feel like it had to be like an offshoot of like it. Like, right?
Yeah.
Because I feel like they used to play it like Nick at Night, right?
Something.
Remember
like
Nick
that.
at Night?
Yeah. Oh, man, I would watch Full House on there.
Come on.
Friends.
Come on.
Yeah.
Fresh Prince,
of course.
George Lopez show.
Yeah. You wake up in the middle of the night to the family bouncing on a trampoline.
Dude. I mean, everyone's woken up in a cold sweat from a nightmare to George Lopez.
It's a fever dream, man. It's just George Lopez in slow motion looking at you.
Oh my God. You know, this all, and I think she should have gotten, so Miranda Cosgrove, I think she should have gotten.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you saw something, like I saw people were making fun of Miranda Cosgrove because she said she's never really drank or done drugs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we live in a world now where you get made fun of for not drinking or doing drugs.
That's what they shit on you for.
I mean, I love drinking and drugs so much, I really can't do them. If someone told me that they never drank or done drugs, I would go, God bless you. Thank God.
You're like, how did you do it? What's your secret?
Yeah. Tell me how.
Yeah.
How do you not care?
How do you not have a desire to do that?
Exactly.
Yeah, they're damned if they do, damned if they don't. If Miranda Cosgrove did a bunch of drugs, she'd be shit on just like Amanda Bynes was, you know.
But the most fucked up part is like, then I saw some comments that said Jeanette McCurdy's book said that Dan Schneider, or whatever the fuck his name is, would actually complain about the iCarly cast members not underage drinking because he's a sick fuck creep bastard whore.
Yeah.
Like the Victorious cast and Victorious and Ariana Grande probably. So, you know, it's just like, why doesn't Miranda Cosgrove drink? Probably because she didn't want to get nothing put in it.
Right. Yeah. 100%. She didn't want to get Bill Cosby.
Yeah. Damn right.
Now I'm just seeing this 2 days ago. Amanda Bynes walks back her shocking podcast cancellation. Says she felt really sad after putting it on pause.
Oh, Amanda.
So I don't know. So what are you?
Honey.
What are you doing? Bails on her. Yeah. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Okay. If you care at all about Amanda Bynes and her life and the podcast, I guess we'll keep that in the loop.
And if you got her information, check up on her.
Yeah.
Check up on her.
See how she's doing.
Get a check-in up on her.
Yeah.
Send a drone her. I'm just kidding. Not a military drone.
Right. Like that you had to clarify.
Imagine Obama's just like, fucking, it's time for Bynes.
Yeah.
We're taking her out.
Yeah. So that's it.
Yeah. That's a good time.
Got a new movie to look out for.
Absolutely.
Some Amanda Bynes stuff.
Yeah. Aliens maybe next year.
Prediction on Aliens coming next year.
We're hoping.
Prediction on Demi Lovato just tearing into anyone who calls them aliens.
And that's, Demi's going to be the first one to go see, because Demi just wants to be the one who told you so.
Yeah.
I feel.
Yeah, 100%. So that's it. Hope you all had a great Christmas.
Yes.
Safe, wonderful holiday season. And
Indeed.
We're going to see you in 2024, people.
Fucking damn right we are. Oh,
Yeah.
they're unsealing documents from people who were connected to Jeffrey Epstein on the 1st of January. So maybe we could talk
way.
about that in the new year.
See, do you think that they just they plan it that way?
I think so.
Or is it it doesn't become legally you can't unseal it till the first of a new year?
No, this is what's happening. Maybe there is a legal component, but spiritually and astrologically, 2024 is going to start off with a bang, and that's an indicator.
Yeah.
And I think 2024 is going to be as chaotic as 2020, but it's going to be much more positive.
I could use some positive chaos.
Yeah. It's going to be like that. It's going to be the same what the fuck energy, but it's definitely going to be a lot more what the fuck. Okay, well, at least that's a good thing though.
Yeah. I feel like 2024 in my mind just looks bright.
It is.
Hopefully we don't end up eating those words fucking first month of 2024.
I know. We're going to, we're going to keep good tabs on the happenings of this next year. And for that reason, we might blow up, especially if I just predicted aliens.
Yeah.
That'd be
our podcast
sick.
could really launch.
It could really go.
We're 200 subscribers away.
Yeah.
By the way, from our first 1,000.
Damn right.
Which when we started, probably this time last year, we didn't even have 100.
Yep.
I'm proud of us.
I'm very proud of us.
I'm proud of us. Over the course of the year, we've almost went from less than 100 to almost 1,000.
And that's thanks to you, sexy bastards.
Yes. Thank you to all of you who have listened throughout the year, who boosted our numbers in the Spotify Wrapped, who have listened, who have shared, who have liked, who have watched, who have messaged us, who have engaged with us.
Yes.
Who have come on the show. Thanks to all of our guests, Matt, Tyler. Are they the only two guests?
Else do we have?
Well, I feel bad if I'm forgetting.
We didn't have a
guests
lot,
now.
right?
This year we didn't really have that many.
Yeah, we didn't go too crazy.
We didn't even do last year we had Brian Levant on for Christmas. We didn't zoom anybody in on a call.
Yeah, usually. See, the energy's different this year.
Yeah.
Tell me about it. I'm we weren't even in the Christmas mindset barely.
I know.
Threw on Santa Jaws and called it a day.
Called it a holiday. So anyway, thanks to everyone
we love
this
you.
year who has shared and showed the love for the podcast. Seriously, it means a lot to us who just come in here and we just sit down and we talk. So we're happy that you listen, and we'll hope you have a safe and happy New Year's Eve.
Absolutely.
And we'll see you in the year 2024. See you around.
Don't drink and drive.
Don't drink and drive.